我真係好努力咁樣用自己可以用嘅方法，或者自己識嘅方法，同埋唔麻煩嘅方法，去 recreate 一啲自己想食嘅嘢咯。即係我想整皮蛋瘦肉粥啦，但我買唔到瘦肉啦，跟住我就係買到扒咯，即係佢似扒，但係佢唔 exactly 係扒。跟住我琴日切條炒，佢都勁快熟晒咯，即係應該做唔到嗰種瘦肉嗰種絲嗰種效果咯，所以我都唔知點算。我諗住今日晏晝整，本身諗住琴日整嘅嘢，但係琴日太餓啦，如果等個粥煲起，應該死咗。
That you can't necessarily do at the moment, but which might be useful. So we'll kind of balance it out that way. I mean, certainly in terms of painting, that people might be using a vast different media. It doesn't have to be oil painting, for example. And we'll allow the kind of the session to unfold from that. So naturally, they'll probably.
Last one. And you thought those dogs barking at the door.
Yeah. And I think like your illustrations will be so cool to like go with it. Really.
Or I can even like put it on. I can make this all. You can set it up and design everything.
Yeah, and like no matter it being like a successful flatbrush or not, it's still in your CV, and it would be something really valuable.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's always a risk to put things on in the internet being very personal, but I think it's also about, I don't know, it's about like process, documenting, and growth.
I think it's good.
As long as you don't have the intention of I want to be famous or like I want to gain.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I think it's like really like I just want to get it out there.
Yeah, because as long as
my thoughts are meant to be out there, as weird as that sounds.
it's not weird at all. I think it's a thing about like being creative, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's like and I always like books and stuff, and I just think poetry is a bit more.
This looks so awkward. How do you even open this? Oh. I'm so sorry you can't see it, but you'll see it on YouTube. Hopefully, if I like the footage. Oh my gosh.
finances for artists to maybe develop a new body of work that's unlike anything that they've done before, or to develop an exhibition in a context which perhaps isn't sort of super saturated in terms of contemporary art, or in a context which is different to the way you perceive exhibitions have been organised in the past. So these are really they're quite intimidating, the length of these forms, but I think they're things that that are really worth kind of familiarising yourself with. You might not have come across before, but support in kind is really, really important in building up these larger scale applications, in terms of funding applications, especially the Arts Council and the Heritage Lottery. The more support in kind you have, and the more individuals that you list as providing support, maybe somebody's going to provide accommodation for you while you go and do a residency on really good point.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is a good place to like put everyone's work up and talk about it. I don't think it would capture the same as it would for an exhibition.
It's really easy to do that in this place, isn't it? It doesn't look the way that we would that, doesn't it? But yeah, maybe it's kind of a throw up.
A teaching space. That's what I've seen. This is really useful for that, for like, you know, group like spaces to show our work together and as like a teaching space.
So many sessions we would come up and go into the project spaces and put it all up, and I don't know, maybe we've been missing that a little bit, that
a lot.
Being a new one, and then think, especially if that's 5 people down the line, that memory's pretty much gone. Like in a group, he's head of education and education and learning, and he's on our side. He was on the fine art team. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll feed back to Mark and Craig about that particular use, and hopefully that might.
Is the real deal. It's made from genuine wool broadcloth. Check out the warp and the weft. 2 of my all-time favorite words. Yeah, with good reason. Tell me that this fabric is deterioration to external ribbons indicate he was close to 50. I see no conclusive cause of death, other than having his head cut off. Preliminary talks. Sarah Lynn, 26. She was a medical student. Reported missing yesterday.
Oh. Oh.
Il peut venir le 2 mai ou le 4 juin.